All our friends are heathens. Suicide Squad, if you ask me, coming at you right here, right now, fresh, hot off the press, in the rental houses and the red boxes, and online to rent. So watch this review, then rent it, or vice versa, whatever.
Or just listen to what we have to say.
Listen to what we have to say.
Make your own judgment.
All right, guys, were you guys stoked when this movie first came out, coming to theaters?
Okay, this
Can
is
I?
my...
Can I?
Go
Oh,
ahead.
boy.
Go ahead.
So we work at Walmart, the two of us,
See.
in the electronics department. And before this movie came out in theaters, they had like signs up saying like, "Go see Suicide Squad. If you buy this movie, you'll get like a $5 coupon to go see the movie." And I turned to him and I was like, "That movie's gonna be a pile of shit. It is literally gonna suck." And he's like, "No, I've got really high expectations. Like this could actually be good." And I was like, "No, it's gonna fucking blow." And
Okay, first, there's only one correction on there. Most of that was true. I did not say that I had high expectations. I said that it could be good. The trailers made it out to be something that was going to be acceptable. It felt different than most superhero movies, which is what I liked and what it should have been. That is not the movie we got. The trailers were very deceptive and yeah. So continue the questions. That's all. I so much more.
I suppose when I first saw it, well, I mean, if you want to hear my thoughts on superhero movies, go back and listen to our top 10s or really any video.
Go back to.
He should
I feel
have done
like
everything.
Yeah, but I feel like over time he's softened up on superhero movies. Go back to some of our first videos. You'll hear the real Scott talking some good stuff about some superheroes.
The absolute first video we did was about superhero movies, and holy shit.
I think I felt bad attacking a lot. I mean, because you guys like them, so I just kind of felt bad about it. You know?
I get it.
But anyways, so seeing this is like, okay, it's something different, but it's still kind of in that same realm. And for some reason, DC can't churn out a good movie to save their lives.
They really can't.
I don't know why, but
they have really good TV shows, but when it comes to movies, they're just like, here you go, Zack Schneider.
Yeah. Did
Ruin
you guys go into the theaters to watch this one?
Yes.
I did not. I waited. I
wish I had, but it was a fucking train wreck.
So we talked about the trailer just briefly, and what you get in the trailer is completely different than what you actually go to the movie to see.
There's even scenes in the trailer that aren't even in the movie at all.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I know that happens a lot, but there's like scenes that really made you think that this whole movie was going to go one way. Like, they made it seem as if Joker was the main villain in certain trailers, and that the actual villain, the Enchantress, was a part of the team, just going along with it.
Yeah.
And that actually never even happens.
Or
in
like
the
a
entire movie.
sub-villain or something like not the huge villain.
Wow, where to start? Okay, let's start with the plot. If we can, if we can find it.
Okay.
The plot.
So, can I do this one?
Yeah.
Okay, so the plot is, we're a secret organization that knows that there's superheroes in this world. We talk about them. We even show one of them we haven't seen yet in the very beginning of the movie. But instead of getting those, let's get a bunch of criminals that have no reason or no real justification to listen to us or do the mission that we want them to do, and then we'll throw them into a city, and they'll walk around for a bunch of, like 40 minutes, and then it'll turn into just an average, normal superhero movie where they stop somebody from destroying the end of the world. Is that about it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's more plot than I would have given them.
Yeah.
It's literally just like, the most simplistic way to put it is, they have to go do something, they don't do it well, and they fight a villain. Like, because they had to go save, what's her face? Viola Davis, whatever her name is, Amanda Waller. And then they failed miserably at that, so then they have to go get her again, and then they fight the villain, and the movie's over,
so,
and I wanted to blow my brains out.
So, going back to I was actually on the side of, yeah, I understood most of the plot. People were bitching and pissing and moaning about it. And I'm like, okay, what's so hard? They formed a suicide squad, and they have to go defeat these people. The thing is they go to this building in whatever city they're in, which ends up being like,
city, USA.
Which is just completely deserted. They go into a building, right? Which I'm like thinking, okay, what's in this building? And they had to rescue Viola Davis's character that was in like a room that was locked
A
down.
locked room, yeah.
What the fuck was the point of that?
Yeah,
Why did
no.
they have to go get her?
It was really
What the
pointless.
fuck was the point of that? I don't get that.
Like, it really threw me off because, like, for a while I didn't even know. Like, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Why is this happening? Like,
Yeah,
I mean, because their mission was something completely different before that,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Like, it was just to go and stop them. It was their first
It was to
mission?
go. Their first mission was to go save someone, and pull
But they
them
just
out of
didn't know who it was.
the city. Yeah, they didn't
Okay.
know who it was, and then it ended
No,
up
I
being the
must have
person
not
who was like,
Caught that.
Yeah,
it was-
but why was
it was
she
a dumb
there in the
mission.
first place? Because they keep cutting to like some sort of war room
Yeah.
somewhere else. So
Yeah,
why the fuck
then
wasn't
it's-
Viola
well,
Davis in the war room?
She was. The war room was in that building.
No, I know, but wasn't there a different one with the guy who's from Stranger Things?
In the very beginning.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
in a different
he's
area.
in a different room. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden
I don't
she
know
just
why
caps,
she was on like.
she just caps everybody in that
Just
room.
kills everybody.
It's like, what the fuck? Why?
don't even
Because they
understand
wanted to. Because, I mean, in the comics, Amanda Waller is a very, very.
it. Morally.
Yeah,
corrupt person.
she's almost as bad, if not worse, than the actual bad guys that they claim. But that's what they're. It was definitely out of. It wasn't presented well, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, so because they're like, okay, then why, if she was just gonna kill them in the first place, why wouldn't she just have nobody in the room except for herself? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Anyways, then the next thing, then you have this whole side thing with the Joker, which I might be jumping ahead. We can get into it a little bit, but like after they save Waller from this random building, then Joker appears, and then Harley runs off, and then they blow up the fucking helicopter. It's like what
Yeah,
the
no.
fuck?
It was rough. Yeah, I have nothing
Okay,
to
let's
defend that.
well, let's just talk about. Okay, the plot is completely fucked.
It's
All
very
right,
old.
and I just want to ask David Ayer this. And maybe it's not even his fault. I mean, we always blame the studios
Did
nowadays
you watch
for.
the
I have
extended
not
edition?
watched the extended
I've heard
edition
it's
yet.
supposed to be better, but they also said that about Batman vs Superman, and that movie can suck.
Yeah, yeah. On a side note, Batman vs Superman, the extended like 3.5 hour piece of shit. Don't fucking waste your time or your money because that movie is fucking trash. And I like Batman, and
I like Superman.
dude,
They can both
that
kiss
movie's
my ass.
garbage. That movie is absolute
Fucking
trash.
terrible.
It's fucking horrible. Anyways, back to this pile. So, what I don't even remember what the fuck I was gonna say. We were saying something about.
You were saying something to David Ayer.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, David Ayer. What I don't understand is someone else take it. I gotta fucking remember.
Okay,
guys.
well, the only, I want to defend David Ayer this much because the guy he joined the film late as a director.
Yeah.
He wrote the film super late. They made him write this film literally months before, like a month or two before the production started on the film, and that's insane. That's a hard task, especially for something that. This is a lot of money that they're putting in his hands. You know what I mean? And we've seen the guy come out with really good work. Like you guys like Fury a lot.
I didn't like Fury a lot.
No, you didn't. You
You
did.
like it?
I liked it, yeah.
Okay,
A
you
lot.
liked it.
But I like
Lot
End
is
of
a strong
Watch
word.
and
Okay,
Training
see,
Day.
there you go. Training
I
Day,
love
yeah,
those
okay.
movies.
So he
Those
does
are-
do stuff. Huh?
Those
He
are-
wrote it.
Oh, okay.
He does do
I was like, what?
stuff that is it's acceptable. So I don't know. I guess I just want to. I feel like that might have something to do with it because he was rushed. He was very rushed coming into this movie. So
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what I was going to ask him, and I was saying that maybe nowadays because everyone blames the studios and whatnot for how things come out. But I don't know how how do you write this movie and go from the start and then go in a zigzagging circle like this and then get to the end, which is stupid anyways. But my main question is, why does he make a movie that supposedly takes place in the realm of these other superheroes? Obviously, because we see Batman, we see Flash,
Yep.
they talk about Superman,
Yep.
and then you're going to have some sort of, I don't know, another alien form or whatever come up in your... I'm assuming this is America.
yes.
Yeah.
Why don't they have Flash? Why don't they have
That's what I'm
Batman?
saying.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah, like what the hell's the point?
And they, sorry.
Well, I think of what they were originally intending. I feel like
Well-
talking too good about this movie, but I think what they were originally intending was they sent these people in literally just to escort Amanda Waller out. Like, there was no other reason for them to be there. They just happened to go and fight the villain in the end. But like their intention wasn't to go save the day
Right.
because they're villains. They just were there to like be hired goons, basically. Wow, I never thought I would.
Yeah, I know, but we still don't understand why she needed to be rescued.
No, I don't either.
Yeah, because
She shouldn't have been there in the
well,
first
the
place, but I
whole
don't know.
the whole stuff around the villain Enchantress was just thrown at us so fast and so why? Like, why is this ancient demon thingy that's in her? Why is it decide to take over the world? Like, I don't know. There was just nothing that they gave us with that. Like, it just
Yeah, there
felt
wasn't
so
really-
empty and so flat
Yeah.
that we didn't get anything out of it. And I mean, I think that translates to most of the characters, save for two. We really didn't get anything out of them either. And I think my biggest problem overall, and it goes with the script and what you were saying, is that this movie and the structure of this movie was built for other characters. It was built for superheroes, not these guys.
Yeah.
So it was hard to believe and hard to digest the fact that these guys are able to come in and save the day, despite all the odds that I'm sure that's probably what they're trying to get to. But it just fell flat and it felt unbelievable, hardly believable.
Well, what I think, again, and this is the hatred that I have basically for superhero movies in general, is that for some reason they struggle so much trying to find a villain that we give a shit about. Like the Avengers, I couldn't even tell you what came out of the sky. It was something stupid. All right, and besides the fact that it fucking destroyed stuff,
Yeah.
great. Who's the guy in that one, the space movie? What the hell's that called?
Oh, Guardian?
Ronan the Conqueror.
And
Guardians of the Galaxy,
it's Ronan
like-
the Accuser.
Yeah, this random guy
bad.
who's supposed to be this hard ass, and he sucks. And then you have whatever bad guys that were in Iron Man.
Oh,
Fucking, I mean, what other? Obviously, Batman versus Superman. That was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Thor movies. I can't even talk about the Thor movies. I stopped watching them. But why is it always these guys, these bad guys that are so larger than life and so fucking big, and they don't do shit?
Yeah.
And there's always a fucking beam of light in the sky, like opening portals and shit like that. Like, dude, be original, man. You want to know why everyone likes The Dark Knight? It's because they gave a shit about the villain. Because he was unique, and he was good, and he had some depth to him. But like you said, you throw in this one villain, or one of the people that's in the Suicide Squad, that turns,
Kind of.
I don't know, what turns evil,
Yeah,
or just goes rogue.
Just because.
And then all of a sudden, now we gotta fight her, and then she summons up her brother. And the only thing I got from it was that the reason why they're pissed off is that nobody nobody worships them anymore. What? Who fucking cares? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like that's what you're telling me these main villains are doing?
It's very thin. It's very thin, and they could have done a lot more. I think would have
if they had gone
helped.
with a more grounded villain.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, if they had like a grounded, like more realistic, more like something that fitted with the cast. Like
Yeah,
I mean,
they're all like basic villains. They're not like
besides Diablo, who can
Howard.
do the fire stuff,
Yeah.
everybody else is pretty normal. Like
Yeah.
pretty much just straightforward.
They're
Back.
not
Was that Jay Hernandez?
Yeah, it was.
That's
Yeah,
bad.
it was
He's
just
bad.
yeah,
He's
he's
bad.
good.
okay.
And I actually didn't mind his character either in the movie. Like
No,
overall, yeah,
I mean we'll get to that in a
yeah,
second.
okay. But-
So we're still fucking with the plot, right?
yeah.
Whatever it was.
But like,
How we can make it better.
but like, I mean, like confine it. Maybe even make it like, yeah, like you said, like, or I don't know. Maybe somebody said something, a Middle Eastern or like kind of something that can tie it into real world stuff now, and make it like a war zone.
Well-
have like a overarching like general or something. I don't know. They could have did so much more. Like I could just think off the top of my head things that would have worked better in the confines of these characters.
Yeah. So the plot
Or
is screwed.
actually having Joker be the villain.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you
What
could
was
have
the
built
po-
him up to.
Okay, so
There
I
was
get.
literally no point for him to be in the
Well,
movie.
Just
there was a
could've.
point. There was a point. It was because they were trying to humanize Harley Quinn, and
Yeah.
her backstory has her and Joker in love. A little bit different than the cartoon that I grew up with and watched,
Yeah.
where he has no interest in her.
She
Yeah,
loved
that was
him,
the
but
thing.
Yeah.
he didn't.
Yeah, so
Pissed me off about this movie.
it was different, which I didn't mind that it was
Yeah.
different. I didn't mind, and there's a beautiful shot when after they go in and they got like they're in that like chemical waste or whatever, and then like those colors are running around them.
Yeah.
I thought that was badass.
Yeah, that was cool.
And there were a couple other cool shots I can't remember right now.
The shot when he's like when they're like dancing and she's wearing like the OG cartoon outfit, like the
Oh, yeah, that
original
one-
Harley
yeah.
Quinn.
Yeah,
I thought that
that's
was pretty
sweet.
cool because it was a throwback.
Yeah, there was some cool shots in there. Don't get me wrong. I know David Ayer. I know he's talented.
Yeah.
But when it came back around, we're following like a different storyline. It's like he was out gallivanting, doing shit that we had no idea what was that building that they broke into, where they had to get through like the bulletproof glass to get to this guy.
Yeah.
And then they shoved something in the dude's neck. What was that all about? I don't.
It was the bomb, the neck
Oh,
bomb. That
yeah.
They gave the
Oh yeah.
They were trying to find a way to disarm it so they could take Harley.
Yeah.
Oh God. Jeez.
I haven't seen this movie since it came in theaters. I still.
Yeah, I mean, I watched it just
Like,
the
my
other day.
hate has kept it in my mind.
Yeah, dude, I don't understand. But anyways, well now I understand. Okay, let's talk about the characters. Let's start with
Best one.
Viola Davis. What do you think of her?
I thought she played like obviously because me and him a little bit have some kind of like pre-notions of these characters because we've read comics.
And seen the TV show.
Yeah, exactly. And this character has been depicted in other mediums. But I thought for what they gave us, she felt more like a villain than the actual villains of the movie.
Yes.
Which I don't know if that was the intent, but
It's normal.
I thought it kind of went with the theme though of like if there was any theme that I was to pull from this movie, it's just that some people don't have a chance to get back on the right track, and
Right.
they get screwed over by a system that doesn't work. So 10 years off of a double life sentence or whatever Captain Boomerang says, it means nothing, for saving the world or whatnot. But anyways,
Bill Davis,
Uh,
Amanda Waller, kind of the same.
Fine.
It's
I
like-
mean, I do agree that it was kind of dumb for them to go save her, but I mean,
yeah.
otherwise, like, she didn't have like a huge point to the movie,
Yeah,
other than getting the Suicide Squad to be in existence.
true.
Like the actual leader of the Suicide Squad was Rick Flag the entire time. Like she didn't. After that
Right.
point, she should have just been like, "All right, bye." But
Very
whatever.
true. Very true.
Did you guys like Rick Flag?
No,
No, not really. I tried giving. Was it Joel McKinnon?
Joel something.
Yeah.
Kinnerman.
It's Joel Kinnaman. I tried giving him the benefit of the doubt. I have seen him in things that I liked. What's that TV show that he was on?
The Killing.
The Killing. He was pretty good on that. So I tried giving him the benefit of the doubt, but I don't know. I felt like he fell a little out of place at times.
I don't like his like monotone. Like,
See, I almost thought it worked because of he's supposed to be like this.
Emotionally damaged and suppressing it, kind of.
No, I just figured because he was some sort of like, Navy SEAL,
Yeah.
hard ass
Which would have
guy.
been fine if they hadn't totally compromised his character by having him fall in love with a fucking villain.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, he fell in love with a woman.
Yeah.
The villain
like-
is like inside of him,
Yeah.
I know,
entity,
I know.
yeah.
Yeah, but
which was confusing at the beginning too
He
because
was
I
in love
didn't
with her.
understand. That got off. Like I got all spun in a circle with that shit too. I couldn't understand it.
Right.
But yeah. Captain Boomerang.
He was funny. I mean, that's one thing we can all say of Jai Courtney is that
He gets a bad rap.
he does get a bad rap a
Yeah,
lot,
he-
and I didn't mind him.
He's really good in Spartacus.
Is he?
And, yeah, he bears like the emotional weight of that. I think it's the first season of Spartacus. Maybe the second season. Whatever it is, like his friendship with Spartacus is like, dude, that's like one of my favorite episodes is with him and Spartacus.
Cool.
I think he's a good actor. He's just been
Well,
a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, my first
doesn't choose movies well.
venture.
Or he
was
does and gets
him.
paid.
Yeah, that's true.
True. I saw him first in the fifth Die Hard.
Oh yeah, where he's like the son or whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, it's the
It
fifth one.
was god awful.
Yeah, so that was not good. But I thought for the character he was playing, he did it fine. I don't think he really served anything to push the story forward. He didn't really do a whole lot.
No, there
He
was
was
only a
kinda
couple
just-
characters that did that. They were all just along for the ride.
Yeah,
Which,
exactly.
you know, I this is one thing I will say about the movie is that people who complain about these films with all of these characters, you're going to have characters that don't get the spotlight as
Right,
much.
right.
You have to pick and choose that well. Where the fuck was Thor in the most recent Avengers?
Yeah.
Gone. But he's serving something else for a future movie. Well, maybe they're going to set up something where two other characters next time are going to take
Right.
the spotlight. Who the fuck knows, dude? You just don't complain about that with me because really, who gives a shit about Captain Boomerang? Nobody
Right.
gives a shit. I will
feel
say
like
though,
there's
dude.
movies that have done well at keeping all the characters serviced well. I feel like Civil War did well. The other Captain America one,
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier had quite a few characters and they did well. Avengers movies not so much. I mean, the first one maybe, but the second one was kind of like
Batman,
Bad.
all the Dark Knights did really well with their characters
Yeah.
too.
I think this is like the opposite. This is like the movie that we're just like, we know we're focusing mostly on
Just the two.
Deadshot and
Harley
Harley
Quinn.
Quinn. Everyone else is kind of there, and they'll give them like a couple backstories and whatnot. But
Dude,
like these are the main.
I will say this: he has the funniest line in the movie.
Which one?
When Diablo is telling that sob story, and he just was like, he says like the kids, or you killed the kids, and Harley's just like, yeah, he just said that. Like he was just so stunned that
Yeah, like-
Diablo went ape shit and killed the wife, and then he's like, you killed the kids too?
Yeah,
Like,
like-
yeah, dude, where have you been, man?
Yeah,
It
he
was
served-
fucking hilarious.
He serviced the funny bits fine.
I actually really enjoyed Diablo's character. He was actually
Yes.
one of my favorites.
I agree. I actually think one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie is the bar scene where they're kind of all talking and expressing themselves.
Yeah.
I really like that actually. And I do like Diablo a lot.
And then
But, I
the
mean,
shit that he could do, like, but how fortunate that like the bad guy in like Super Saiyan mode is like the same thing as
Yeah.
Diablo in Super Saiyan mode. It's like, come on, are you kidding me? But anyways, I thought Diablo was pretty sweet. I don't know, I just have a soft spot for Jay Hernandez.
Yeah. Was it Two Towers that did it for you? Or
What?
not Two Towers. What was that movie with the Nick Cage and
World
Mike,
Towers,
World Trade Center was it called?
Yeah.
Was it that one?
No,
Oh.
I really enjoyed him in Hostel.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was in the first Hostel.
Yeah, he was in the second one too.
Did he
Died-
survive the first
Oh,
one?
he was that guy. Okay.
Yeah, he survived the
Oh, he was-
first one.
because
and
He
then he got-
survived the first one and then dies like 2 minutes into the
yeah,
second
like
one.
how they find him, who knows?
Yeah.
But anyways,
They're all fucking doctors.
okay, so then Killer Croc, what do you guys think?
He was
Fuck
pointless.
that.
He was pointless.
I actually enjoyed him being in the movie. I just wish they didn't make him talk. It's like what was that? What is Killer Croc black?
No, not that I know of.
Yeah, they just went full racist with that one.
I think he's just a white guy.
Well, how's that racist?
Well, the way
It would be
that they
racist if like
The
he was
things that
black
you
and
said.
couldn't
I
I think
swim.
that the
No,
way
the
they,
things
they
that-
Oh, like
depicted him-
BT is like
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. He's sympathetic like that character is, and yeah, they didn't play on that whole story very well. I like that he was there because I like Killer Croc.
Yeah, and I feel like he didn't really do anything. What did he do at all? Like,
Other than the swimming at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
but
the
yeah,
swimming for
with
the
that random bomb that it's just plugged in there.
And it
That
just-
she disappeared with a bomb. It's under here now. We
Yeah.
gotta get like what the hell? Stupid plot.
yeah, it was rough.
Scott Eastwood.
Yeah. Oh, that really was him. I was wondering where the hell he was.
Yeah, that was him.
What a sacrifice he made.
I know. Right? He's just like, yeah.
Check out
I'm-
Enter Nowhere if you want to see a good Scott Eastwood movie. Good indie flick, dude.
Is it?
Really? Yeah, it's a really interesting story.
But who else? Well,
We haven't
the
talked
biggest,
about-
probably the biggest character we haven't talked about yet.
Dead-
Slipknot.
Deadshot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, Slipknot. Okay, I don't understand why people got upset that he was killed off.
No,
right
I
away.
get it. I
Yeah, dude, you gotta show that like they're gonna
actually
murder you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who the hell? I don't even know
I
who
just-
Slipknot was.
Yeah.
He climbs ropes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, no, I get the point of it. I thought how they did it was just so stupid. Like,
yeah.
Okay,
no,
like they're
the whole
like,
movie was stupid.
yeah, but they're just like the minute they get there, he's just like, all right, I'm gonna bail, and he just starts doing his rope stuff,
Yeah.
and then he just blows up, and then they're just like, oh shit, okay, never mind, walk. It just kind of was like, yep, we're gonna kill
Yeah.
you. Let's keep moving.
That's funny.
I don't know.
Well, good for that Kick and Wing. I think that's who played it.
Is it?
Kick and Wing from Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
Is that the same guy?
Yeah. That was him.
Jeez,
That was-
that's great.
Hey, I mean, at least we had some minority. We had Native Americans, African Americans,
Asian.
Japanese. You know, we got all
We
of
had
them down.
katanas in there
We had
too.
crocodiles. Yeah, Katana is like
Black
pointless.
crocodiles.
They
Apparently.
just
I actually thought she was a good. Like I thought she was a good guy.
yeah.
Is she a good guy or a bad guy? I didn't
She's
know.
supposed to be a good guy in the original
good
comic.
guy.
She's a good guy.
She's
Yeah.
a good guy.
Yeah,
She was there with Rick Flag.
yeah,
that's right.
that's what
Oh,
I
that's
thought.
right.
But
Yeah,
then,
okay.
but then
But
she was saying
she's done some bad shit, but she was a good person.
Okay.
She's got, and she's a cool character too. That they
It's
just
just-
kind of just jammed her in this movie because the whole point of her sword is that she stores the souls of the people she
Yeah,
killed.
you have
they
one
mentioned
crying-
that
yeah,
for
the
like
one-
1 second.
Yeah,
the
but,
one
like, that's a
scene
cool thing
that
you
she's
can
crying and
dive
talking
into.
to her husband or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I just don't feel for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because
They didn't get any time to. They just were like,
Harley Quinn.
this is my opinion on Harley Quinn.
Uh-oh.
I liked her for the first half of the movie. I really enjoyed the development of it. And then when they did the Joker thing in the helicopter, and then she came back, and she was okay for a bit in the bar scene, and then after that, she was just crazy, and she was just playing like just
was
a really
one-liners. She was just doing
one-liner. She didn't have
one-liners.
any other development for the rest of the movie.
Well, she has a mallet, a baseball bat.
Yeah.
What the hell is she doing fighting like the super?
that's what I'm fucking saying. Like, they should have
Right,
chosen a different
exactly.
goddamn villain.
It doesn't make
You're
sense.
having all
It-
these, like, regular human beings fighting a fucking cosmic
Yeah, all of them
force.
just shoot. That's like
Yeah.
all of them just shoot
Exactly.
guns.
It's just it's unbelievable, and I mean, as much as you have to suspend your disbelief for superhero movies in general, it's hard when they're trying to make this a more gritty, realistic superhero movie, and then you get this shit.
Deadshot. Harley Quinn. Did you like her?
No.
Okay, I enjoyed her. I thought her accent was good.
Yeah.
She filled it out well, and I enjoyed her. She
I
was,
was just-
probably like my second favorite character.
She was just annoying to me.
Uh,
and I hated
next
the whole
to
Joker story.
Deadshot.
I
loved
liked it.
I loved
I think he was my
love Will
favorite part of
Smith.
the
I think
movie.
he was
Yeah, I love Deadshot too. I thought he was
His-
great. The backstory I didn't
yeah.
like. The backstory was actually the only thing that served. I guess
motivation.
yeah. Finally, something that is
Character
clear
motivation.
motivation. You know, and
For sure.
the only thing is I just worry about like. The thing that's so hard about doing this movie is that you're supposed to you love to hate these kind of characters.
Yeah.
The sad thing about it is I left the movie saying like I love Deadshot,
Yeah,
but I want him to be a fucking bad guy
Right,
too,
and
you
that's-
know?
and
And
that's-
like
that's a huge part of the problem of this. They're like, oh, they're all bad guys. Okay, just because you tell me they're bad guys doesn't make me feel like they're bad guys.
Yeah.
Because Deadshot keeps saying, oh, we're supposed to be the bad guys. This doesn't mean I think you're the bad guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when they're trying to get us to sympathize with him for having a kid. That
Right,
he
and
doesn't see.
I feel like,
Like,
they,
it contradicts itself.
there's a lot of movies that do that well, where they present you a bad guy, like a legitimate bad person, and you can still sympathize with them. You know what I mean? Like, and I just don't think this movie did that at all. They all felt like just regular superheroes. You know what I mean? Like,
yep. I think I already talked about just the shitty. Yeah.
Talk about the music.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Oh, well, let me tell you how much this pissed me the fuck off. The whole first half of the fucking movie, they're just throwing in random popular songs and random goddamn points without any fucking reason to be there.
There's just no point at all.
Just
Like,
no, I was so angry. Like, the rest of the movie was ruined for me. I mean, it was also shit, but it was ruined for me because it was like, once they started playing, I think, fucking Bohemian Rhapsody, like,
it's just distracting.
just one random moment, like, there's a fucking car chase. They're playing Bohemian Rhapsody. or some
the way
shit.
you just said,
And
it's
I was-
distracting. It was so.
I was so
I'm gonna
angry.
geek at that when we watch this again.
Oh, you like that?
I loved it, man. It was
Oh my
great.
Well,
God.
okay.
It's distracting. It's,
Well,
I
no,
was furious.
See, okay, and I get why they tried to do it because I thought Guardians obviously did that.
Yeah.
a
They
couple
did
years
it
ago,
better.
and they did it better.
they did it
because
better, but I still
they
hate
tied
that
it-
"Hooked on a Feeling" song. I think that song is garbage.
I love it.
They at least they tied the music and the importance of the music to the actual story.
Yeah,
and the,
these were just
in the plot of the
random
movie.
songs thrown
These were
in at
just
random
songs to distract you from what's going on and to hopefully maybe make some money off of the album that they're going to sell.
Yeah, and
Like,
keep
I don't
people
know.
like watching. Like, hey, there's this really boring car chase. Here's fucking music playing too. Haha, keep watching. Apple off assholes.
Let me add my 2 cents because I slightly disagree with you guys.
I'm leaving.
So I was told by younger kids that this is just a glorified music video.
Younger kids.
And so I'm like, okay, I can't wait to pop this in and just see. From the moment it started, I was like, oh my god, it's a music video. I was like, holy crap! When when your general audience can see that those songs are misplaced, you've done a really poor job.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I did sometimes feel fine with some songs that
Some of them did.
that worked well. I don't think it was as bad as everyone made it out to be, and I kind of just I thought it was really heavy in the front.
Yeah, that's
it
what I'm
definitely
saying.
was.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was overkill.
It's like they had to play a song for every
Every character that
cut.
they were introducing.
Yeah, every cut it was like a new song.
Yep.
It's like, okay.
That's what was starting to annoy me because they went
Yeah.
through like the entire album in like the first half of the movie, and then it was like maybe one song later.
And I'm just gonna say this right now before we wrap this up. The editor should be fired, and he should never
Rough.
have another gig because I don't know how. Dude,
I'm gonna get his name. I'll put him on blast.
Were
Hold on.
you? Did you have your eyes shut when you went to cut this thing? Because it is absolutely god awful. There is so much going on, and you lose track of where you are. The editor is supposed to retell the story, and the way the story is retold through the editing is fucking atrocious. It's horrible.
When Deadshot finds that fucking like gigantic like folder of like everything that's happening.
Yeah.
And they're like, it cuts, and he's already read the entire thing, already caught up with everyone. Like, no, that's not how this works.
And then like, I hope to God, it's just the studio. But how can you be DC and be that stupid and fail time after time? Like,
Put his name on blast.
His name is John Gilroy.
what else did he do?
He has
fucking
done
asshole.
Nightcrawler, Warrior,
Okay.
Pacific Rim, and Suicide Squad. Those top hits.
All right.
Okay, well, I'm
two
gonna-
of those movies I liked.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually just say it. We'll just
Rogue
blame
One.
this. We'll just blame the
You did
studio.
Rogue One?
Yeah.
Okay, we're blaming the studio.
Yeah.
Gilmore, sorry, man.
Fuck you, studio.
Letter grades.
Fucking
Damon.
Warner
Wait, no,
Brothers.
you're going last. I'll go first.
Fucking Warner.
I'm going
Brothers.
C- on this. There was a couple of characters that I maybe be able to go back and see it, but I'll fight.
But okay,
Oh, no, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
continue yours and then I'll talk about
Oh no, I was just gonna say there was a couple of characters that
Yeah. We never really talked about Joker, is what I'm saying.
Let's just not talk
he's
about
not in. I mean, I
shouldn't
actually
have been
thought he
in
was
the
in it
fucking
more
movie.
than people said he was.
Yeah, he was definitely.
he shouldn't have been in it.
But like,
in the first place.
he okay. Here's the movie. All right, you got my squares. Can I borrow your hand?
Yeah, here, come in. Where are they going?
Yeah.
Right here?
There's Joker.
Here it is.
This is the movie. There's Joker.
It's not supposed to be there.
He's supposed to be in here.
Yeah.
But he's outside of the movie, but in the same movie. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it really doesn't make sense. Well, I guess.
Sorry, I really feel bad about that Gilmore guy. He's done some good movies.
Yeah, sorry, dude.
Apologies.
It has to be the studio.
They, they
anyway.
probably rushed them and everything.
Yeah, dude, you were on
This
the
movie
clock.
was just fucked.
But I will say that I didn't entirely hate Jared Leto's.
No,
Joker.
I like this Joker. I really do.
thought it was, and I know he thinks differently, but I thought that there's promise there, and then if we see him, hopefully, if we see him in an actually decent movie, I'm fingers crossed, Batman, Ben Affleck, that
If that ever actually gets made.
it's supposed to, but that we actually see something of use in substance with his character.
And his slow laugh, for everybody that was wondering, it's not his actual laugh. It was like his sarcastic laugh. But when he actually laughs because something's funny, I think it's a lot better.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Sorry for cutting.
no, C- for me.
I think I'm going to second the C- because there are little things that I liked. But overall, the movie was not a good movie. Structurally it failed. A lot of the characters failed. There was probably 2 to 3 that actually stood out as anything of substance. So it's mine.
Damon?
I give it a D
Okay.
entirely because I like Will Smith. I hated Jared Leto. I hated Joker. I thought he was in the movie way too much. And there was a lot of people who thought it was like the complete opposite. Like he should have been in the movie more. I was like,
Well, if they're going to
Nah.
go the whole way,
you
they
cut
should
the
just went
entire.
whole way.
I think they should have just cut him out and just had him at the end when he comes and saves Harley.
Dude, there would be
That should've been it.
riots.
Yeah.
There would have been riots on the street.
I know, and I would have been okay with it.
You know how many people are already going as him for Halloween for the next 20 years?
Yeah.
Everyone.
Well, they can go fuck themselves because he was.
I thought it was a
fucking
cool look.
If you're gonna-
It's
if you're
different.
gonna go
It's different.
as a Joker, it's obviously Heath Ledger's Joker, or even fucking Jack Nicholson, so you can class it up a little bit.
Nobody goes
Not
to Jack
fucking
Nicholson. I mean,
Jared
his
Leto's
defense, nobody goes.
shirtless piece of shit Joker. Fuck him. Fuck this movie. Fuck everything. I'm out.
So C-, D. Like, subscribe, comment, please. probably not watch the movie. If you have something to say to us, fire in the comments, man. We'll
Yeah.
fire right back. We're not afraid.
We'll tell you to go fuck yourselves.
Pretty much. So